beauties, thanks for being here. It's another moment with Anya Congo. So let's talk about a very important topic that most people oftentimes misunderstand: the fact that your hubby is abroad, or your wife is abroad, or your relative is abroad. It just spells, whoa, hop, go pick all the money, baby. Spend it on me. Spend it on me. You heard me. Okay, so a particular woman said on a social media platform that she is actually completely tired. Her husband has been away for the past 4 years, and for these whole 4 years, she has been the one sending money abroad to her guy. Do not mind the noise around. I just came out with a case to play around, so it's a playground. So for this whole period, she has been the one sending money to her guy that is abroad. And that became the bone of contention, because many people could not understand the fact that you are abroad and you're still not able to send money home. Hello, what part of abroad are you in? Are you serious? Now, what actually caught my interest was that people said to her, forget it, your husband is married, forget it, he's deceiving you, that marriage is over. Now, what prompted the fact was that, she said they have 4 kids, 4 children, and these kids are just with her at home. And as a woman, the stress with a child, not to mention when there are 4 kids, it's actually not easy raising them alone, because raising them as a couple, you know what it entails. And then raising them alone, it's actually a challenge, and one can understand that. So from the whole picture she painted, I could only say I perceive that whenever the man calls, she kind of lets out her stress and frustrations in him, which one can understand. But the thing abroad is that it's not that easy. Hey sis, hey boo, it's not easy. It's not that simple. You just come out, begin to pick the money. Come and join us and pick all this money, guys. You need to come up quickly and start picking all this money. So the thing is, there are laid down rules, okay? I'm sorry to say, but Nigerians especially, some of us believe in, it doesn't matter, get it anyhow, and on the long run it's not the best, because when you get it anyhow, it doesn't justify the means. It doesn't spell it being okay at the end of it. What do I mean by that? There are a lot of fake visas. There are a lot of opportunities that come up once in a while that are not genuine, but they get you out in that country. But at the long run, they cannot help you to get these resident permit, the work permit, every available thing that is needed for you to be recognized as legal stay, that could give you a means of earning your living. And so when you take a shortcut, it becomes stressful at the end of the day, on the long run, because Kitty, don't do that. Go and play. So but people at home do not understand that there are things to be done. There are things you have to do. There are procedures and all. And the worst part is that when your visa expires, it's even another thing, because you cannot even renew anymore, especially when your passport expires. Everything becomes worse. So the thing is, when someone is already here, they do not intend going back. They want to catch up, just like their mates did. And so it's not easy to say, why don't you just go back home? Now, another thing is, if you are sorting advice, if you are trying to source advice from social media, you got to be careful, because a lot of people do not like you. Number one, a lot of people are myopic about life. A lot of people are not genuine. A lot of people, just, I don't know, but you get 95% of people will be against you. That's the truth. 95%. 5% will be honest. And out of these 95%, not because they totally want to be against you, but because They're talking from personal lifestyle experiences and just being judgmental and stuff like that. The man said, or the woman said outrightly that her husband left her a house that he built for them and, a family house, and she collects rent from this house. Every year, she gets almost 2 million naira from that house. And so she uses that money for the upkeep of the house. And then this man requests about 250,000 naira from this money once a year, just to be sent to him. Now, what she doesn't understand is that if this man is not having a legal stay, if he doesn't have his work permit and resident permit and everything he needs to be stabilized and recognized as a citizen there, it's difficult for him. He cannot work. And so he cannot send money and he cannot feed himself and he cannot pay for his bills, his rent, and everything that he needs to stabilize in his present country. And they do not understand that. They do not understand that. They do not understand when he cannot feed himself. How do you expect him to send money to you? That's just a fact. And it's difficult to explain to them that sometimes some of them even get to a contract marriage just to get these papers sorted out. And then at the long run, these people, I know of someone who it was about 3 months for the women do it also, the men alike. It was about 3 months for the woman to get her stay with the contract guy, and the guy suddenly says he's no longer interested and increased more money. And this woman was like, she has given him virtually all the money she has saved since she came into the land, and now he wanted more money. So you can imagine. And that contract you must stay for, I think about at least 2 years, so it's not easy. They go through a lot, and because they are illegal, they cannot have a bank account. They are so limited, you have no idea. And so they do some black jobs and they give the money to someone whom they feel they can trust. They give the money to the person, and then this person, finally, when they go to collect their money to find a way to send to their loved ones, the person tells them a story and says, go and report to the police, because the person knows that they cannot even report to the police. It will mean their deportation. It will mean doom for them, so to speak. So, but at home, they do not know all of these things. And so they're just blaming. They're just, they were saying all sort of things about the man. That's how men wicked. That's how wicked men are. They were saying all sorts of things. What really caught my interest is like people said, your guy is married, sell that house he built for you. Or like, what? Sell that house he built for you. Sell it, put it into your name. Just divorce him before he comes back. Show him that you're smarter. Guys, do not allow social media to ruin your relationship, ruin the beautiful seeds that both of you have sown over the years. This is a woman who has been into that marriage for more than 12 years, and all of a sudden you want strangers who know nothing about you to give you advice on a man you've known for how long. I know that she possibly came out because of confusion, stress, and lots of things, but I want to just tell you, sometimes, guys, just ask your partner, how you faring, what's going on where you are, how you faring, calm down a little bit. Be concerned about their welfare there. Be concerned about them sharing their experiences, their challenges, and all. Because at the end of the day, it's your partner. It's you who's gonna pray for him, knowing exactly how he or she feels, taking it exactly that way to God in prayer and believing God for a better tomorrow for you and your household. That's what I brought to share with you. It's not easy living alone as married couple. One is here and the other is there, but it's all about finding greener pastures, right? And you remember, he did not leave that country without your consent. You both discussed it. He left with your consent. You both wanted this life, a better life. He went to get something better for his whole household, for you as the woman or for you as the man. It was an agreement, right? So don't get confused. In the long run, it's sometimes like that. I know men who have been abroad for more than 10 years, more than 20 years, they never got that paper. They never got this document. So if you're so worried and you're losing it just because he stayed 4 years, it's so much. 4 years, don't say, and why are you just saying 4 years like it's yesterday? It's so much, I know, but it was an agreement, right? That's my point of view. It was an agreement. I personally, for once, I cannot. I can, you know, it's difficult. I would not do that. But if you choose to do that and say, let him go or let her go, then please stay in it together. Continue to pray. Continue to walk with one mind. Continue to speak naturally to you too, and it's gonna work out. I'll leave you now. Thank you. Ja, de andere Worte auch mitspielen, ne? Okay, genau, ich komme gleich.